Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello, everyone. After basically abandoning my Spider-Man 2 playthrough for a year, with my last video being a damn Baldur's Gate 3 clip, I, in my infinite wisdom, decided to try analyzing music, specifically the songs that play when obtaining the elemental crystals in Origins, or the Songs of the Ancients, despite not being qualified to do so whatsoever. That being said, music is art, and art is subjective, so if you have a different explanation, then feel free to leave it in the comments below. And with that, let's begin with the Song of Wind. The analysis will be done with two things in mind. Number 1, how does the song fit the element it's trying to convey? And 2, how well does the song fit the character it represents? Starting off with number 1, wind. In the beginning, the song is mainly comprised of wind and string instruments, which give off a gentle breeze that rises and slowly dies down. In the second half, the breeze is no longer gentle. The piano introduces a current that jumps high to low at random, with more drawn-out breaths of air in the back and a brewing tornado just on the horizon. Overall, being a very good representation of the chaotic nature of wind and its ability to go from 0 to 100 like that. But how does this represent Primus Richthofen? Well, for starters, much like his Ultimus counterpart, Primus Richthofen is the driving force that leads the rest of the crew throughout the story of BO3. Acting as the group's guiding wind, he leads them to where they eventually repeat the cycle, and so on and so forth. Underneath the facade of confidence, however, lies the second half of the song. A mind constantly trying to connect dots that don't fit, with the stew of chaos that always seems to be one cycle away from its boiling point. For example, this quote in The Giant shows that his calm demeanor is nothing but a mask for his inner thoughts.
Mein Gott, what have I done? Stop it, Edward. Breathe. It's okay. It's okay. This is important. This is what you have to do. Even if another part of you dies, each and every time.
Lightning. Starting off strong, it begins with a clash of marching band drums, like lightning striking down onto the earth, that stay consistent throughout the first half of the song, creating a sense of power and control, a prelude to the out-of-control storm clouds present within the second half of the song. Thunder roaring in the background and electricity pouring out of the sky, until finally it powers down completely. Connecting this to Dempsey is easy. I mean, besides the marching band being a dead giveaway, Dempsey's always been a powerhouse of badass that doesn't let anything get in his way. Like a thunderbolt thrown by Zeus himself, he doesn't stop till he's completed his mission. Sadly, much like Thor's hammer, he more often than not ends up becoming a tool for others to use. This lack of control over his own life creates the frustrated storm clouds in the second half of the song, building up over time, ready to strike at any given moment, before calming and rising once more. Rinse and repeat.
Which, by the way, is a conspiracy of the shampoo makers. You really don't have to wash your hair twice.
Ice. The song starts off in a unique way, where instead of playing to the theme of ice and snow directly, it gives the sensation of that childlike wonder you may have when seeing it snow for the first time, prancing and playing through the snow without a care in the world. This happiness can only last for so long, however, as the temperature quickly drops you back into the cold reality of the situation. Icicles forming around within the dark cave, water dripping from the ceiling as time seemingly slows to a complete stop. Now I know what you're thinking. How the heck does this song relate to Takio of all people? It doesn't fit him at all. I admit, it is a bit confusing when you compare Takio's more stoic and stone-cold personality to the happy-go-lucky dancing notes of the first half of the song. But when you look at it through Takio's eyes, he's basically describing how he sees himself throughout the story. A warrior fighting blindly for the honor of the emperor and the dying samurai spirit. That is, until he learns of the emperor's betrayal in Zetsubo, leaving his spirit lost and empty in a cave of uncertainty, where helping Richthofen is his only path remaining. Fire. Fire has the power to create many things: energy, ingenuity, warmth, and most importantly, safety. Fire also possesses the power to blow all these away in an instant, sweeping whatever remains into nothing but a pile of ash. Like the song suggests, a small kindle of fire can quickly grow into a savage beast that leaves nothing but a dry wasteland of smoke and debris. While Nikolai may come across as a carefree guy who always looks up on the bright side of things, making jokes and just basically being the moral support guy of the group, he also harbors feelings of sorrow greater than anyone else, having felt the full effect of war and the feeling of loss that comes with it when his wife was killed in the heat of battle. In spite of this, the fire inside Nikolai's heart never died out, becoming the one that would ultimately end the Ether storyline completely, like blowing out a candle to say goodnight.
I know I can never go back, but still I cling to hope that I will find way to go forward.
And that's the end of the video. Like I said, not qualified to analyze music whatsoever, but I wanted to do this because I never see any videos talking about these songs even when they're required to progress through the main quest and origins. I get that compared to a lot of other stuff they're pretty insignificant and that's why they get overlooked, but I always loved listening to them while waiting for the portal to open. Smooth strings, rumbling drums, prancing snow, growing fire, each of them is unique in their own right, and seeing how they fit their respective character was so much fun too. Big thank you to Brian Toohey and James McCrawley for making these masterpieces, and with that, I bid you farewell. Oh, by the way, the record that opens the excavation site is either a mixture of the songs or the Thunder song reused. I don't know which. Okay, gotta go. Bye!